Got this sous vide cooking stick. I've had some friends who have these and they swear by them, so I decided I was going to make the plunge and go ahead and try it out. What you do is you keep your food in a bag and then you submerge it in water, and this cooks it up to a certain temperature. So when you open the box, you have the manual here. Then we have our clamp stick to hook it on the side of a pot, a cooler, a plastic container, whatever you want to use. And then I'll go ahead and take out the sous vide itself. The sous vide is made of a nice high quality plastic. Plastic display up here on top. We'll take the screen off. I'm going to read the manual, figure out how it works, and we're going to cook up a steak. So this is the metal piece that you submerge in the water. There's a minimum and a maximum line. Like I said before, this is how you tighten it and lock it onto the container that you're going to be cooking on. This here is just a protective sleeve for it whenever you're storing it. So I'm going to, like I said, finish reading the manual and we're going to get a steak cooked. Alright, so I have my steak sealed, lightly seasoned in the bag. I'm going to get my sous vide put in here for the first time. So I'm going to plug it in. And I'm above my minimum, I'm below my max at this point. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. So I got the temperature set. Going to go ahead and let it start now. And we're going to go ahead, and once it heats up to the 130, I'll put my meat in there and we'll get it cooked. So I wanted to cook at 130 degrees. When I first tested it, it was coming in at about 126 when I had this set at 130. So I moved it up to 133, and let's see what it comes into now. So we're running at about 129. And it's going up just a little bit. So it is right around 130. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and move it up to 133.5. I'm going to go ahead and put in my steak now. And from what all I've been reading, like I said, this is the first time I've been doing this, is that we want to keep it in here for right around at least 1 hour, but right around 90 minutes to get our medium rare steak. So let's see how it goes. I'm not sure if you can see it, but you can actually see the water as it circulates around the pot. All right, so I've got some butter all ready to go. It's counting down here. I'm at my last minute. It's been cooking for about an hour and a half. So I'm really interested in seeing how well this done. Timer's all done. It's starting to go down in temperature. So I'll go ahead and just turn it off. I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew it from the pot here. And set it over here in the sink, away from the electricity. So I'm going to go ahead and set my pot in the sink over here to get it off the counter. And move my burner over. Turn my burner up here to about 375. Looks nice and cooked with right in the middle. And we're going to sear it now. On both sides. Get a little bit of salt on here. Some pepper. We'll go ahead and flip it over here and just get the butter on both sides here really good. So it says to let go about 50 seconds on each side. Flip it over. All right, I'm going to go ahead now and put it on my plate and let it rest for about 4 minutes, and then we'll cut into it. All right, so I've let it sit for about 4 minutes, so let's go ahead and cut into it now. And you can see a perfectly beautiful medium rare steak.